This is the sunniest it has been in the last 3 days. Of course, it is bright and sunny because it is the final day of the CBFS Junior League. It's the under 14 finals today, and the two teams battling it out are going to be Little Masters and B Spartans. We have with us the man who is going to be doubling up as the umpire and the match referee, Mr. Mujahid. We also have with us the two captains. Captain for Little Masters, Arav, and for B Spartans we have got Parth. Arav will spin, Parth will call.
Head is the call.
Heads is the call?
And it's head.
It's a head. Well, Parth, come forward. What would you like to do?
I would like to do batting first.
Well, I thought about it yesterday also. The team batting first posted a big total. Is that on your mind?
Yeah, nowadays the pitch is looking better for batting and the climate and everything, so it's better for batting first now.
What do you think will be a good total?
A good total, anything above 140 is a good total on this pitch.
And playing the finals, again, live television, finals, big day. How much pressure, how much excitement?
Not that much pressure, but so much excitement, especially playing in front of the cameras.
And any changes in your side?
Not really, no.
Good luck for the game.
Thank you.
Happy to bowl first there, Arav?
Actually, we were looking to bat first as well, but it's just we lost the toss, so we had to choose bowling. So that's fine, yeah.
Yeah, so they are looking at 140. What do you think is a total that you can comfortably chase?
I think a comfortable chase would be around 120. 120 would be great, actually.
And any changes in your side?
No, actually no.
All excited to play the finals, or there is too much pressure?
There's not a lot of pressure, it's just excitement because playing in Sharjah Stadium, amazing ground, and international ground. So yeah, there's a lot of excitement within the team.
Good luck for the game.
Thank you.
Have fun.
Thank you.
Right then, that's the news from the centre. It is B Spartans who won the toss and they've elected to bat first. Taking on B League finals. Thank you very much. Order the final to begin.
Good evening, everyone. We are here for the finals of the CBFS Under 14 final between Little Masters Cricket Academy and B Spartans live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Yesterday we saw the CBFS Juniors Under 12 final, which was won by Desert Cups, beating Telicheri Cricket Academy in the final. And here is the lineup. B Spartans have won the toss and elected to bat. And here is Little Masters Academy team led by Arav Hariharan, Mustafa, Varunder, Hardik, Neil Siddharth, Sachin, Shivam, Arya, Rohit, Parth, Daria. This is the Little Masters Academy team, and B Spartans being led by Parth Sardi, Raisal Nadir, Arjun Godoya, Yan, Arun Peris, Sailesh Shankaran, Fatur Rahman, Ahmad Khan, Taha Yazin, Umesh Krishna, and Nirvan Shetty. So B Spartans will be batting first, and the Little Masters Cricket Academy are on the field, having tips from the coach as to how to go about this match. A final is also a test of nerves, and it is also a chance for youngsters to give their best. And on this stage, on Sharjah Cricket Stadium ground, which is a historic one and which has hosted the maximum number of one-day internationals, and not only one-day international, but the maximum number of international matches in the world. A great opportunity for these youngsters to perform in such a historic venue, and that is something special. In fact, the catchword of Sharjah cricket itself is, which says that a stage to perform. And this is a stage for these youngsters to perform at their best. And everyone knows that it all started here. The cricket in the UAE started from this ground, and through the CBFS international matches, and here it is the CBFS organizing juniors cricket, not only for under 12 but also for under 14. A lot of parents have come here to encourage the youngsters, and B Spartans are given last-minute tips by their coach Indika. Indika was one of the finest cricketer in domestic cricket during his playing days. He set up this academy, and has groomed a lot of youngsters over the years, and they have done very well in many, many tournaments. And yeah. So the action will start soon. Both the umpires are walking to the middle. So, last minute tips to be Spartans from Indika Batuvita, and as the batsmen go out, and Little Masters Cricketer Academy, set up 2 years ago by Hariharan, has done very well. They have a very, very enterprising and skillful captain in Arav. He won the man of the match or the player of the match through a spectacular half century and also bowling tightly. The B Spartans openers are at the crease. Beautiful atmosphere. And I am being joined by Nishant. Welcome, Nishant.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nair. Of course, this has been an exciting tournament coming to an end. Today is the last day. As we see, we are all in readiness for the final to begin. First ball. And he loses his run-up.
The enthusiasm is so much and the eagerness is such that you have to keep everything in control, and what many times that wins a final is sticking to the basics. As the first ball is bowled and it is hit in the air, falls short of a fielder. Very, very risky shot to start off. And Perth goes for a single. Hardik is the bowler.
So run straight away. First ball getting off the mark. Razel is going to be into the middle, will be on strike now. Hardik is bowling with a third man and a fine leg.
A short delivery, played to point. They go for a quick single.
This little masters really brilliant run chase in that semi-final. They're actually chasing a big total and they managed to do that.
None thought that they would do it, but their captain, Arav, had the verve to carry the team literally on his shoulders to the target. And down the leg side, swept away. That is racing away for the first boundary of the match.
And Parth gets the first boundary of the match, very nicely struck.
Hardik have been bowling a bit short, and this time it was shot outside the leg stump, asking it to be hit, and he hit it. Very well played. A misfield results in a single. Seven runs have come off the 4 deliveries.
Good positive start here for B Spartans. It's been pushed away straight to the fielder. No run taken.
Last ball of the over coming. Outside the Ostam, leans and plays to deep. There is a fielder, but they go for a single. So 8 for Nalas in the first over. Sachin is the next bowler. Sachin, who has the ability to bring the ball in, does it with the very first ball. He has a very good run-up.
Razzle batting on 2 of 4.
Played on to the leg side. They go for a single. Faisal moves to 4.
Parth batting on 6 of 3.
Faisal is still on 3.
Didn't quite hit that well enough, but will manage to pick up a single.
Raisel faces Sachin. Hit in the air, but they will have to run quick. Yes, does. Played to mid-on, and they good call and run, but if the throw was accurate, they could have been in danger.
Not taken too many risks at the moment, which I think is not a bad idea.
Yeah. This beautifully hit through the gaps. It is racing away to the boundary, and although a misfield, they managed to regain it, and it's a 4.
That's the second boundary. Both the boundaries have come off Parth's bat here.
I thought he ran, and after the misfield, I thought he regained it, but it did cross the boundary. So 15 for no loss. As Sachin bowls outside the off stump, goes off the back foot, plays to mid-on, no run. So that's the end of the second over, 15 for no loss. We Spartans had won the toss and elected to bat. From the first 2 overs, they have managed 15 runs. Parth have done majority of the scoring 11 runs.
Varundar, appeal there from him. It was slightly expensive in that previous game, in the semi-finals.
However, he made amends by batting and remaining unbeaten with R out to ensure the victory. This
That's gone right through. And that's gone through him as well. So that goes through everybody. Razel gets his first boundary.
that was powerfully cut, and it went past the point and also the boundary fielder. Look at that. Cut. Goes through. The deep fielder tries to cut it, but he too couldn't, and it crosses the boundary.
Again, very important that they get a good power play, be Spartan here.
And
That's nicely picked up on the onside. Just helping it and finding another boundary.
very good stroke, well picked. This time the earlier one on the offside and this time on the leg side. So 2 boundaries. And Raisel overtakes Parth moves to 12. This time pulled away beautifully to the boundary.
That's another cracking shot. So Varundar, nothing much has changed for him. Just another day. And it's another expensive start to the spell for him.
Can you see Raisal's back number? Can you see the number behind Raisal? 007. But this time he hit a shot like James Bond. Bang, bang.
That was brilliantly struck, no two ways about it. Shortish again, didn't time this one well. So he's Nazir, Raisal Nazir, 007.
So he can say, I'm Raisal. This time cut away beautifully. That could be another 4. Yes. Raisal in full flow. He has taken 13 runs off Varundar's over. The score has shot up to 28. Beautiful shot. Look at that. He hit it in the full and beats the deep fielder too. Score goes to 31. Varundar over cost 16 runs. Raisal has moved to 20. Parth is on 11. Shivam is the next bowler. A beautiful delivery. It was on the spot and clean bowled Parth for 11. What a delivery it was. Look at that. Nice loop. He missed it totally and it hits the stumps.
That was very well bowled. It was a perfect length. And of course, absolutely spot on. Parth Sarthi is the man who is dismissed. Out for 11 of 7.
So captain departs and the batsman coming in is Fatur, who was the best batter of the under-12 tournament. He is a heavy scorer, an aggressive bat, but has a tendency to hit in the air. Last 2 matches we saw him fall to lofted shots, but then he is an aggressive batsman who loves to play his big shots.
Yes, we have heard, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people have seen him do that as well. And the fact that he had got 198 runs in the under-12 tournament just goes to show.
Flighted. This time beautiful, another excellent delivery. Beats him outside the off stump. Shivam is bowling brilliantly. The first 2 deliveries have been class ones. Look at that. Oh. And this time taken it on the full and hit it powerfully. There is a fielder in the deep. And gets a single.
So Fatur is off the mark with that single. Melvin Grizel on strike.
Shivam, if he pitches on a good line and length, he is a very dangerous ball. This time, cut officially. They go for a single. Another good delivery from Shivam. I love his loop.
Yes, it's been spot on, landing the balls in the right area.
Lovely to watch. Off the back foot, played to point, no run. All his deliveries have been spot on. He's just given away just one run as the last ball of the over comes in. Flighted, another good delivery, played to point, misfield, goes for a single. Shivam, end of Shivam's over, given away just 2 runs. He made up for the costly earlier over. So at the end of 4 overs, 33 for 1.
So Razel will be on strike now as we see another change in the bowling. The first change worked out very well with Shivam getting that important breakthrough, removing the captain Parth. And now Rohit bowled brilliantly in the semi-finals. Starts off with a short ball that has been put away, but good fielding in the deep. That brings Fatur back on strike.
Rohit has to bowl a good line and length to Fatur. Yes, otherwise he has a tendency to hit hard. He does it, but the ball falls safely in the vacant area.
So what is interesting here when I see Fatur is that last 2 games he hasn't scored runs, but he's still not changed his approach at all.
No, that is one thing, because he has got tons of runs through these shots. So, so he's a brave batsman that way. This time another good delivery from Rohit. Played to mid-on. No run.
And that is good to see for someone as young as him. Is playing under 12, remember. So for someone as young as him, if he knows that he needs to hold on to his strength, then nothing like it.
Yeah, yeah. That's what you were talking about, the confidence in these boys. They are confident of their skills. And this time cut away. No, he played to covers. No run. Rohit had also tied things up so far. Given away only 2 runs from his 4 deliveries.
Yes, Rohit has been in good bowling form. I think picked up 3 wickets in the semis.
Well flighted, comes out and taken on the full and driven. Is it going for a boundary? No, there is a fielder. And just get a single. That brings Fatur on strike to face the last ball of the over from Rohit.
It's been a good over so far from him.
And he has pulled it. And the ball goes to a boundary.
Yes, this is the first boundary that I've seen Fatur hit. So 5 overs have been bowled. It's 40 for the loss of 1 wicket as Fatur gets going.
I have seen his at least 2 centuries, and I think 1 century which I was a whirlwind one was at the G-Force ground in Jaffley at Jadaf, and Arav introduced himself. Fine leg spinner. Outside the off stump, cut away straight to covers. It with a slanting bat. Righted outside the off stump, picks the gap, goes to the deep, gets a single. That brings Fatur to the strike. Arav is a flighter off the ball. He will tempt Fatur. But Fatur is decide to go off the back foot and punch it towards deep cover and go for a single.
So Razel batting on 24 of 21. Fatur 7 of 2. Arav is in his first over. They looked confident. They chased well in the last match as well.
And there is a caught behind appeal. Umpire says nothing doing.
Well, he said bat hit the ground.
Yes, that's the seems always this happens when you slash. And this time Arav bows well flighted outside, back foot punched away to the deep and beats the fielder and goes for a boundary.
So boundary to finish the over from Arav. That was nicely tossed up there, and he waited for it and cut it away brilliantly.
Very good shot.
Oh, in fact, there's still a delivery to go in this over, beg your pardon.
One more over, one more ball.
The last ball of the power play, Razel on strike, 28 of 23. This is what he's batting on. Just making some adjustments.
Outside the off stump, beautifully driven. There was an attempt to take a quick single. So end of the 6th over, 46 for 1. Raisel on 28 of 24 balls and Fatur on 7 of 5 balls. many parents here and supporters. Some of them also listening and watching this commentary and the live coverage.
Is they're doing both together, watching it live on the ground and also watching on the screen in front of them. Pretty sure getting excited to see their wards perform and see themselves on screen at times as well.
And also they are happy because they can be watched anywhere. They can be watched by their relatives out of the country. A great moment for these youngsters. This one well flighted, played off the front foot straight to mid-off, no run. Rohit is bravely flighting the ball. This time powerfully hit, once again straight to mid-off, gets a single.
Fatur batting on 7-8 with that single. So it has been a reasonably quiet start for Fatur.
Except for the 1 over where we saw 3-4 boundaries. And this time back off the back foot, cut away. There is a deep fielder. Just a single.
Yeah, overall it has been a pretty brisk start for the Spartan. But Fatur, except for that one boundary that he hit, has been a little silent to start with. I think he probably realizes that maybe he just needs to spend some time.
Yes. And this time place it to wideish mid-off and didn't go for a single, or did he go for a single? He did. So last ball of the over from Rohit, given away 10 runs so far, a bit wide, and it has been driven beautifully for a boundary.
Yes, Razel once again playing that shot very well, hitting it along the ground but making sure he places it well enough. That's a 50 up for B Spartans in the 7th over. That would have been a wide, but he said, why take 2 when I can take 4? 53 for 1 after 7.
Yes. So Aro comes to bowl his second over. The first over he gave away 6 runs. He is the strike bowler. This hit in the air, falls in the vacant spot, goes away to the boundary.
That's a lucky boundary there for Fatur. He didn't really intend to hit it there. He was looking to hit it over extra cover of the ball turned and it flew off the outside half. The fielder just seemed to be running after the ball, kept running, never really managed to stop it.
Can we say he guided the ball to the boundary?
Escorted. Yes. Another swing and a miss there for Fatur.
This is how they learn how to cut, how to dive and stop. All these things will be learned when they go back home and watch the television coverage. This time a very, very good delivery, beats him outside.
Pretty sure the coach is making notes about these things.
Yes. And because of the coverage, they can sit, show them where they went wrong, where their feet was wrong. And this time, edged, and they go for a single.
No, because it's the youngsters playing, under 14 guys. Just look at the number of people who've come in to watch. The parents, quite a few of them.
Parents, grandfathers, grandmothers, I can see.
You would know quite a few of them, I'm sure.
Yes, yes. And also who are all part of these academies, you know. Many parents, you know, for them it is also a place where it is the second home for the children. They go there, spend their off days. And there are many parents who also drop their children and be playing somewhere nearby.
That's nicely pulled on the full to the fielder. They pick up a single. That will be the end of the over. 8 overs bowled. It's 59 for 1.
So Rohit bowls, flies, hits it to the cover, misfield, ball races away to the boundary. Should not be happening in a final. There have been a lot of let go by little masters. The more they misfield, the more they have to struggle to get those runs. This should have been no run, which resulted in 4 runs.
So Razel batting on 38. If it was disappointment from Parth today, not getting runs, Razel stepping up.
Yes. Playing a very, very good innings.
Fatur on 13 of 13 now. And he has clubbed that one. That's a 6 in senior cricket.
Undoubtedly. So finally you saw a 6 also from him, and you saw the power he packs behind his shot. Look at that. My God, it didn't, he can even hit it out of the ground.
Yes, he did clear the senior fence. That is fantastic.
Yes.
Another full toss. He looks to go again. Didn't time it this time. And it was also a little too far outside the off stump for him to fetch it from there. So they pick up a single.
It is not that he is simply the best batsman of the under-12 tournament. He scores heavily. He's already on 20 or 15 balls. This time off the back foot, very, very well played and well fielded too.
I have a feeling he'll have at least good 3-4 years at the under 19 level. He can definitely play under 19 at 16, 17. So that would give him 3 years.
Of course. That is, and already he has many centuries in junior cricket, and this time hit over the fielder, but the deep cuts it off and just gets a single. See, these are players, they are grooming. Indiga is doing a great job. Indiga has played at the highest level, and also he ensures that this boy gets a lot of exposure. Many on tournaments that we Spartans do not play, he is picked to play for other academies, and he allows him to go because Fatur, because of his aggressive hitting, he is in demand.
That's lovely. Sachin to bowl his second over. Oh, movement in the air for him.
He always moves the ball in. Very good, accurate bowler.
This is the last over from the Sharjah Academy end. Probably the last chance for Fatur to utilize the short boundary. Of course, it's not short in this cricket. That's hit straight down the ground for 6.
Well picked, isn't it? Look at the way he moved and positioned himself to play that lofted shots.
And because Fatur had hit that 6
See,
and it had...
and with enormous power, he hits it for 6.
yes, and the previous 6 that he hit which cleared the senior boundary just made me think that there is the shorter boundary to deal with, and he goes for it again.
And another 6. At one moment I thought it was sailing towards the stands. Fatur has let loose. Look at that. Beautifully hit.
No chance, absolutely no chance. Not much you can do about it. And it's not slogging, he's playing good shots.
Yes. See, he positioned himself and look at that, this lofted shot, another 6. Have you seen that he moves towards the off and middle and waits the ball to come and lofts it. Look at that.
Yeah, that initial movement, just a little shuffle across.
Yes. So he gets that, what do you call, the space to swing his bat, and he does it beautifully.
So 3 consecutive 6s here for Fatur.
And I think that could be a 4th one. No, there is a fielder in the deep, stops. He's going for his shots. The score has galloped to 92. Last ball of the over. Sachin has given away 27 runs already. This time off the back foot, hit in the air, but the mid-off fields it.
So 21 runs of that over from Sachin. It's 93 for 1 after 10. It's time for a drink.
So Raisel on 42, Fatur on 39. This partnership has swelled the total 93 for 1. And off the back foot, cut away, and that will go to the boundary. Yes, that's a misfield again. Little Masters have given away too many boundaries in so far, especially the fielders. The balls which fielders have to stop, must stop, is going to the boundary. Every run they give away this way would increase their task to reach. This is a beautiful delivery from Shivam. Tossed up. Very well done. Tossed up again, taken on the full and pulled to mid-wicket. Gets only a single. That brings Fatur on strike.
We are in the 11th over right now. And they're already looking at 100 runs on the board. This could be a big total. Shivam, 1 for 7 in his 1.3 overs.
This time smashed through the covers. Is there a fielder? Yes, the fielder stops this time. And they get a single. So Fatur moves to 40.
And Raisel is approaching his 50.
Yes. Two more balls to go from this over. And this time on the leg stump, full toss, smashed to deep, but only 1 run. The last ball of the over. And a mighty swing, misses. Good over from Shivam. He has given away only 9 runs from his 2 overs.
Brilliant. 11 overs bowled, 100 for 1.
So the Spartans are in a strong position as Arrow bowls, hit to mid-wicket. They go for 1. They will settle for 1.
Of 21 for Fatur, and of course he will be looking at getting to his 52.
Arrow versus Fatur, who will get on top. Let's see. He is hit in the air. Is there somebody coming under? No. It falls in no man's land. The fielder was a bit away from the ball as arrow flights. This time pulled away. They go for a single. That's all they might get.
Very smart bowling this by Arav. He's deliberately bowling it outside the off stump, not giving Fatur the chance to really hit it where he would love to hit it.
And Raisel gets his 50, a well-deserved 50. He waves his bat. 007 does it.
Yes, a good 50 for him. He will be happy with that because the captain got out quite early.
Well flighted. This is hit high and dropped.
It doesn't go for 4, so at least that is something that they'll be okay with, but they would have wanted to take the catch.
A fielder was placed in that position exactly for that catch. Shot pulled away, and there is a fielder, gets just a single. Raisel moves to 51 now.
12 overs bowled, 105 for the loss of 1 wicket.
Shivam was bowled really well, given away only 9 runs, bowls a full toss, hit away, and it has been fielded in the boundary line. And that brings Fatur on strike. Let's see how he tackles Shivam's accurate and tossed up deliveries. He hits it high and into the fielder, and he gets his wicket. Shivam's consistent line and length finally is rewarded. Fatur is caught at mid-on, and this partnership, which was threatening to become very, very big, has ended. But Fatur did his job, walks away after a 24 ball knock for 42 runs. He has done his job. The Spartans are 106 for 2. 42 of 25 balls. Shivam gets his second wicket.
Big wicket this. It's 106 for the loss of 2 wickets.
umpire helps the batsman to roll down the grip. In under 12 and under 14, umpires do a lot of multitasking.
Yes, umpiring, refereeing, online scoring.
Yes, remarkable job. They say that umpiring is a thankless job, but this is a hands-full job. And this time, shot, good delivery, tap to point, go for a single. So, Yain is off the mark right away.
Now they've got 7 more overs after this. They should be looking at something around 160. Razel walks down the track and heaves it away. Straight to the fielder in the deep. That will just be a single. Because even if they get a runner ball from here on, they should go past 150 comfortably. So they should try to push themselves a little bit, try and get 50 runs in the next 7 overs, get close to that 160 run mark.
This time, and it's dropped. Almost had his hands. We have to see whether he hurts himself. It hit his chin. It was hit high. It did come under the ball and it slipped out.
I think he was not in good position to take that catch. His hand position was not right. He was probably confused whether to catch it in the normal way with the fingers pointing upwards. That's a good attempt. And that will be another boundary. And that will be the end of over number 13 as well. 13 overs bowled, 113 for 2.
Arav into the attack. Just short of a length, played off the back foot to deep car. They go for a single. Raisal, who has carried the innings on his shoulders, is on 57. He takes strike to Arav. The batsman wasn't ready. As Arav bowls. It is hit high. Is there a fielder? It's gone for a 6. Good shot from Raisal. Look at that. He went on the back foot, hit it with a lot of power for a 6. Excellent shot. He moves to 63 of 45. Arrow flight. This is a good delivery, actually, has been pulled away from outside the off stump. So Raisal in a, what do you call, belligerent mood,
67 to 46 is really going on. And going on brilliantly here.
And this time off the back foot, played to mid off, they go for a single. Two more balls to go from this over. Again shot, outside the stump, pull to leg, takes a single.
That brings the iron on strike. He's batting on 3 of 3.
Faisal faces arrow. This time hit high. Up. Is there a fielder coming in? No. And gets 2 runs. So that's the end of the over. This ball was picked and hit high. It fell behind the fielder. And so at the end of the 14th over, 127 for 2. This time smash to deep cover, gets a single. Shivam, the most successful bowler, has taken both the wickets. And this time on the leg stump, turned away to deep square leg, gets a single. Raisel on 70, faces Shivam.
What a knock this has been from Raisel. Walks down the track this time. That has been hit down the ground. Straight to the fielder.
Gets a single and Yayan is on strike. Outside the leg stump, pulled away. That will go for a boundary. That was asking to be hit. Shot outside the leg stump and hit it comfortably for a boundary.
This is the good thing in this innings that has happened, is that they've managed to get these boundaries regularly. And that is why that run rate has always been threatening.
Shivam bowls. This time a very good delivery, restraining the batsman from going for any stroke. The last ball of his over. Flighted and hit, and that goes for a 6. So very powerfully hit, taken on the full and hit it.
Beautiful shot that. A nice finish to the over. 15 bowled, it's 140 for 2.
Shivam has thus given away 30 runs from his 4 overs, but taken both the wickets that have fallen today. Vurinder has been brought in, and outside the off stump beats the batsman. Vurinder, who gave away 16 runs from his first over. Can he bowl tight in this spell? And twice he has beaten the batsman outside the off stump.
The current run rate 9.13. They're doing a fairly good job here. Well, an understatement indeed.
Outside the off stump, cut away. There's a fielder in the deep. Gets only a single. That brings the in on strike. Raisel moves to 72. And the Spartans are 141 for 2. That's a wide.
So runs keep coming. This is fantastic stuff. And Yain has hit this one very big. That's gone for 6 more.
Yain is opening out. He has the power to hit the big shots. This was very well played to the cow corner. The batsmen utilize the time for a quick water. This time pulled away. That's also racing away to the boundary. Yes, that takes the score past the 150 run mark. They're 153 for 2. And having races to 25 of just 11 balls. And this end of the 16th over, 153 for 2. This time play to square leg. They get a single.
So Yain also has chipped in with a fantastic cameo here. 25 of 11 balls. Some very good shots played. Comes down the track. He's gone straight again. And that's another big 6.
That is a huge 6. Stepped out and look at that. And well pitched straight over the bowler for a 6.
Well, they're looking at 200 now.
Looks like the way they are batting.
22 balls remain.
This time hit on the leg side. There is a fielder. They go for one. Not collected cleanly.
So what are the odds of Raisel getting 100?
Yes, the way he is batting, he could reach that figure, and it will be a great thing to score 100 in a final. And this time on the full, taken and driven to long off. So it bowls, and this time didn't connect it properly, but good enough for a single to mid-on.
Yes, they're now almost scoring every ball. They're not wasting anything at all.
Rohit to bowl the last ball of his over. And this spell 2. This time back foot, cut away. Is there a fielder in the deep who will stop it? Yes, he does it. And they go for 2. So 163 for 2. Or is it 165?
Yes, it's 165.
Yes, because they took 2 runs, so it should have been 165, and 165 for 2 at the end of the 17th over. This time played to long on, and it misfield, goes for a boundary. The number of boundaries that Little Masters have let go after being behind the ball has been many. Look at this. This should have been only a single. And this time played to square leg, didn't connect well, but they go for 1, they go for the second. $171 for 2. Yavin on 39 as Virender bowls.
Oh, big swing there. I don't think he's got any bat on that one. We'll have to wait for the umpire's signal.
Bye. Bye-bye. $173 for 2. Virender bowls. And this is a mighty shot and has gone for a 6.
Clean strike. That was hit with so much power. Yain has moved on to 45. If you thought Fatur played a quick innings, take a look at Yain's now.
An 18-ball, 45 runs.
Not sure whether Razel can get to his 100 or not. Yain definitely.
He will reach his 50. A tall, strong batsman.
Some cracking shots you've seen in that second half. If the first half was entertaining, the second half has been quite exhilarating as well.
Pulled away, and that beats the fielder, and that's another boundary. He moves to 49, one short of his half century. This time beautifully taken from, actually he has taken it from outside the off stump and hit it. Brilliant shot. And that's a wide.
And that will be the end of the 18th over. It's 185 for the loss of 2 wickets.
The Spartans batsmen have batted brilliantly, backed by some poor fielding too. And Hardik. And this time there is an appeal for leg before, but I think he got, it's a leg by. It hit him full on the leg. Punched off the back foot. The ball is racing away to the boundary. And that brings his 50. What a way to bring his half century.
And of just 19 balls.
And that too through a stylish shot.
Brilliant batting this.
And the leg side skied it. It falls between the 3 fielders. And the score moves to 191. Inching towards the 200-run mark.
Should be comfortable now. 209 balls, 9 runs. Oh, big swing and a miss.
Rise along 76. This time outside the off stump. Taken on, hit to square leg. Hardik has given away 14 runs so far from his spell. This time it's a wide, I think. No, he has been spared. He given wide? Yes. Last ball of the over.
No, I think that will be the end of the over because the wide is a ball counted there.
But no. Yes, that's the end of the over.
Now, if a wide is bowled, then it will be 1 run. and the ball will not be counted.
Yes.
So that is the special.
The usual rule applies.
Yes.
So whoever bowls the last over will have to be on a good line and length. This time driven straight with a lot of power, gets a single, takes the score to 195.
Yain will be on strike. He's batting on 54 of 21. Yain on strike. Looks to go for the big shot. Doesn't connect it. So they'll pick up a single. That's what they've got to do. Ensure that they get to 200.
196. 4 more balls to go in this over. Raisel on 78 faces Sachin. Powerfully hit to mid-off, go for a single. Score moves to 197, inching towards the 200 mark. Three more balls to go. Raisel moves to 79 as Yain face. And a full toss, pulled away, and that will go for a boundary, and that crosses the 200-run mark. So B Spartans 201 for 2.
What an innings this has been.
Great batting from these two, Raisel and Yain. It in the air. Is there a fielder? No, falls. I think it's gone for a 6. Superb. Looks like Yain is out to catch up with Raisel. This goes for a 6. Over the fielder.
Yes, now he's batting on 65. He's got one more delivery to go.
Yes. Can he reach the 70s with another 6? And this time hit high, but only a single. So that's the end of B Spartans innings. 208 for 2 in 20 overs. Raisel on 79, great knock. And so is Yain, who also was at his best.
Yes, and that was the innings. Parth got out early, 11 of 7 deliveries. But then Fatur and Raisel got together in a very good partnership, which really gave them the momentum. And once Fatur was dismissed, Yain came in, took a little bit of time, first 8-9 deliveries to just get his eye in. And after that, he went bang bang and ensured that B Spartans got to a formidable 208 for the loss of 2 wickets in 20 overs. Well, the bowlers, not much to talk about them. Very expensive. Shivam only managed to pick up 2 wickets. 2 for 30 in his 4. And, of course, Hardik as well. 2 for 14 in his, none for 14 in his 2 overs was economical. Arav, none for 30 in his 4 overs was reasonably good as well. So the target for Little Masters when they come out to bat is 209 in 20 overs time. Required rate of 10.45 right from the word go. We'll take a short break and come back with the run chase. Welcome back after the break here. This is what is required for Little Masters Cricket Academy. 209 in 20 overs. They have really got their job cut out here. They need to get off to a flying start. Can't afford to miss out. They'll have to score runs quickly. And there is nothing that they can do that can come as a replacement for that. Again, Arav is someone who will play a very crucial role in this run chase. He has to come good. Aaron will take the new ball. Players are getting ready for the first ball to be bowled. They need someone to play a knock like Fatur or Yain up front. Aaron getting ready. First ball of the run chase. Lets it go down the leg side. And that will be a wide. So 2 runs to get off the mark. Rohit and Varundar opening the innings. Today they've made slight change in plans. I think it is largely because of the fact that they've had to be chasing a big total on the board. Nicely bowled. Pushed away straight to the field, a dot ball. Rohit in the last match showed signs that he can go for the big shots. That is well bowled. It's been pushed away straight to the fielder. At a mid-off, that is a dot ball. Looks to flick it away. Left on the pads there, but down the leg side. Another dot ball, so barring that wide, this has been a pretty good over from Rohit. Has bowled Aaron, beg your pardon, has bowled 3 dot balls here. That comes back in, played back to the bowler, another dot ball. This is brilliant stuff from Aaron. Final delivery of the first over. nothing of the bat so far. That's it, uppishly and dropped. Would have been a good catch had he lashed onto it. Not to be. First runs of the bat. 1 over ball. It's 3 without loss. Second over begins. Rohit on strike. Salish bowling the over. That is going to be a dot ball to start with. So hardly anything given away off the bat so far. Well bowled. Rohit just pushing it straight to the fielder. Dot ball again. Pretty good start this for B Spartans with the ball. Again pushed straight to the fielder at mid-off. Another dot ball. Runs hardly coming by. Oh, looks to cut. Play and a miss. Another dot ball. Tucked away this time, straight to the fielder. They scamper through for a single. Last ball of the over coming up. Rohit has moved on to 2 now. Cut away by Varundar, straight to the fielder. Excellent over from Sailesh as well. Just the 1 run coming of it. 2 overs bowled, it's 4 without loss. Aaron into his second over. That one came back in. That was pushed straight to the fielder. And Rohit picks up another single. Varundar has faced just 1 ball so far. Will be on strike to Aaron for the first time. That's slapped away, gets past the fielder at mid-off, but Fielder in the deep collects it. So that is a single there for Varundar. First runs for him. He's off the mark. Excellent start for B Spartans here. No worries for them whatsoever. And the bowler fumbles. That will allow a simple single to be taken. Varundar back on strike. Another full toss driven straight to mid-off. Top ball again. Both the batters batting with a strike rate of 33. Full toss, clipped away, nicely done. Finally, something to cheer for the Little Masters as the first boundary comes through. That was nicely played by Varundar. It was on the pads, a full toss, and clipped away brilliantly. Moves on 5-4 now. Final delivery of the over from Aaron. Driven straight back to the bowler, and that will be the end of it. 3 overs bowled, 11 without loss. Fresh over from Shailesh, and Rohit decides enough is enough. Goes for the shot over the top, and he gets his first boundary. Well, they need more of those to get going really in this run chase. Can't be falling too far behind. Soft hands this time, nicely done. Quick single taken. So left and right combination here. Brings Varundar on strike. Varundar batting on 5-5 right now. Got a boundary in the previous over. That will be a wide. Too far outside. Beautiful delivery. Turn, a little bit of bounce. And very well played. And that's it, straight down the ground this time. And a quick single taken there. Tapped away towards gully. End of the over. 4 overs bowled, 19 without loss. Aaron into his third over. Starts over the full toss, driven for a single. That one came back in. Played towards the onside. Two dot balls in this over here. Again, an in-dipping delivery has been driven straight to fielder. Three more deliveries to go in this over. Full toss that has been hit, but straight to the fielder again. We've just not been able to find gaps here. Hit uppishly, and that will go all the way to the fence for 4. That was a good shot. And he's again hit it down the ground. Again he's timed it well. That is very nicely done. That will be the end of the 5th over. It's 30 without loss.
So Sailesh is the bowler off the back foot, picks the gap straight to the deep fielder. Rohit is on 18, Virender on 9. There is a saying that slow and steady wins the race, but should not be too slow, although steady. This time off the back foot, elegantly played. As Sailesh bowls outside the off stump, with stumping chance. He is stumped and appealed, but umpire says no. A flashy stumping indeed. As Rohit on 18 faces Sailesh. Outside. Cut away, and that has been well stopped by Fatur, but gets a single. So that brings left-hander Virender on strike. He hits it straight, and that races to the boundary. The shot was played with such power that the bowler had to just watch it go past him for a boundary. Last ball of the over. Score moves to 36 for no loss. Oh, that has been smashed to mid-off, and they go for a single. So end of the 6th over, 36 for no loss. Taha is the bowler. This time beaten outside the off stump. Rohit wanted to go for a drive, misses. Good delivery. The Spartans batted beautifully to score 200. A total of over 200, and this time played over the fielder. They go for one, they go for the second. The nice thing about these two pairs, they are not hesitant to go for their strokes. As I said, slowly and steadily they're building up the partnership.
Yes, and as you said, they cannot be very slow.
Yes.
So they've just about managed to get to a runner ball here. But they need to get better than that. They have to take it to 7-8 runs per over.
200 is a long, long way. This time, flight to point, they go for a quick single and gets it. That is hit high. Is it going for has he taken a brilliant catch? What a catch. That was well judged, ran in, and he took it. So Burundar is out. He hit it high, straight, and a running catch at long off. Brilliant. A disappointed Urundar walks back at unlucky 13. So Taha strikes.
Taha bowled well in that previous game as well. And Varundar was sent out to be attacking. But couldn't really get the runs that were needed. Out for 13 of 14.
That's the so 39 is the opening partnership. Scored of 6.5 overs. As Taha gets ready to bowl the last ball of his successful over, he has given away only 3 runs. This time, excellent delivery. And that score moves to 40. Arav is the new batsman. A long innings is expected of him. And this is the pair that Little Masters would be looking to set the base or even guide their team to the target. These Spartans would now be wanting any of these 2 wickets because they are very, very important wickets. And this time Arjun bowls. A very good delivery. Played off the front foot. Arrow faces. Well played off the front foot to the vacant point region. They go for a single.
Arjun comes into bowl. Arjun was pretty good in that previous game.
That's tap to the point. Go for a single.
Three more deliveries to go. Arav on strike. Again, watchfully defended. The problem is they do not really have the time for Arav to settle down.
They have to get going. And this time, a very good delivery. Forced him to play off the back foot. No run.
Arav batting on 2 of 5. Needs to get going right away. Good shot. Straight to the fielder in the deep. And they come back for 2. Good running between the wickets.
Good running. Arav moves to 3. Rohit is on 23.
Ninth over to begin.
Taha is the bowler. And it has been lifted. It goes for a boundary to the cow corner. Excellent shot. Very well picked. So it moves to 27 of 28 balls. Good shot. Very well picked. A little more power, it would have got him a 6.
It's 27 of 28. He has to pick up. I think they both really have to pick up now. They don't really have a choice. Runs have to come from both the ends.
And that is smashed over the fielder. Gets only a single. Excellent delivery. Moving across the wicket. Beats Arav. Taha, when he moves the ball, he does it very well. It's a very good run up.
Yes, the left arm seamer always has a little bit of extra advantage there. It's played away towards the offside, picks up a single. $50 up for Little Masters. Now, if I remember correctly, then B Spartan had got to their 50 in the 7th over. They are 10 balls late, Little Masters.
Yes. This is the time that all the boundaries they left off while fielding will come into play. High scoring matches, the fielding lapses is magnified. This time it's hit straight and that goes for a boundary.
They need this to keep coming.
Rohit is picking balls very well. .54 for 1 at the end of the 9th over. Arav swings it and dropped. That would have been a very, very important wicket. It was hit straight to the fielder. Arjun would have got that wicket. And this time played correctly to covers. No run. Lucky escape for Arav.
Yes, very early in the innings, gets a lucky escape. Rohit batting on 32 of 32 is just tried to up the ante a little bit here. Wanted a single send back. He was batting on 10 of 17.
Arjun bowls. And it's hit in the air. The fielder could not reach it. Arjun is a tough bowler to be scored off. Look at that. The ball stayed in the air but fell short of the fielder. And this time over the fielder, goes for a boundary. Very brave shot indeed. Arav moves to double figures. The score is 60 for 1.
Yes, Arav hit that very well. Nicely struck there. Over the top and into the fence. Last ball of Arjun's second over.
Played off the front foot to mid on, and they go for a single. So that's the end of the 10th over, and it's drinks break. first ball after the break is a positive start to Little Masters. Good shot. Still 144 runs are needed from 59 deliveries. And this time hit again powerfully, but no run. Taha is the bowler. Rohit is on 33, Arav is on 15. Good delivery, beats the keeper too. It's a bye. Taha gets ready, moves in, and yet another good delivery. No run. The more dot balls, the more the pressure will mount. Taha has bowled very well. And this time it's hit in the air and straight to the fielder. And that's the end of Rohit. A very, very price wicket that Taha has taken. It was hit more out of desperation. So, Little Masters lose their second wicket. Rohit did play a good knock. He was striking well when he played this ball in the air and got caught.
So another wicket goes down. This is disappointment for Little Masters and disappointment for all the cricket fans as well. Both the under 12 and under 14 finals have been a little off color, not been the ones they would have wanted.
In fact, semi-finals were exciting, was keenly fought. This time another good delivery from Taha, and that's the end of the over. 11 overs, 66 for 2. Arjun bowls, Arav plays to deep slip and gets a single. The slip has been placed wide enough to take a single as Shivam faced. Back foot pulled away. Is it a boundary? No, there is a fielder. They get only a single. 68 for 2. That brings Arav on strike. A lot depends on Arav, the captain's knock, which he played in the semi-final. And this is pushed straight to short cover. No run. Arjun bowls. And a stumping chance. He didn't move away. He didn't get out of the crease. But the alert wicketkeeper removes the bails. Good delivery from Arjun. This time off the back foot, pushed, took covers, no run. Well, flighted, hit in the air. Is there a fielder there? No. And so 6-9 for 2. $140 more runs needed. A tall task. Umesh is the new bowler. And this time he stretched his arms out, too far away for his reach. $139 from 47 balls. And this time there is an appeal. He misses the pulled shot. Look at that.
Shivam batting on 1 of 3. Again goes for the big shot, not quite getting it right. Pick up a single.
Arav on 18 faces Umesh. Off the back foot. Play to the deep. There is a fielder. $72 for 2.
Shivam, 2 of 4. That's cut away nicely off the back foot, but there is a fielder in the deep. So just a single. All these attempts going a little haywire here.
Flighted, this hit in the air and well fielded. Very well fielded inside the boundary.
They are not giving them any freebies at all.
That's been the difference in the fielding. They have been cutting off boundaries, and that is what is needed when a tall score is chased. Every run stopped increases the pressure on the batting side. Arrow moves to 20. And this time, very well played to the leg side. A half pulled shot.
.75 for the loss of 2 wickets right now. Too far outside the off stump, wide signalled. Looks to go for the pull this time. Doesn't get it right.
Nirvan is the bowler. Flighted. Driven powerfully to long off and gets a single.
2 more deliveries to go in this over. Oh, beautifully bowled.
That is a beauty of a delivery. Undoubtedly, he drew him out and beat him and had him stumped. A leg spinner's delight.
Absolutely beautiful delivery there. Looking to flick it away. Turn. Completely beating him. Out of the path. So 21 of 24. It's 78 for 3.
And this has been pulled away. There is a fielder. Little Masters are in trouble. They have lost the valuable wicket of their captain, Arrow. And earlier they also lost Rohit, who was batting fluently. So now 2 fresh batsmen are at the crease. The task is humongous. 130 runs is needed from 36 balls. These Spartans have bowled well, fielded well, and they did bat well too. And that's what final is all about. And this time beaten outside the off stump. Sachin on 1.
So Umesh into his second over. Sachin on strike. Short ball that has been nicely pulled away. And the desperate attempt in the deep goes in vain. So he gets a boundary. Sachin, much needed one. Not going to be enough. They need almost 4 runs in for every ball.
This time very well bowled, well tossed up. They get a single.
'84 for 3. Shivam on strike. Batting on 4 of 8.
And it's hit in the air. A catch, well taken. So, Little Masters lose their 4th wicket. Excellent catching. Brilliant. So 84 for 4. The Spartans are sensing victory. Arya is the new batsman.
Looks to cut. Play and a miss. That is a dot ball.
Last ball of Umesh is over. Well tossed up, driven powerfully to mid-off, but they get no run. Sachin is on 6. So 15 overs up, 84 for 4. So Nirvan is the bowler. They get a single. That's not what is needed. Flighted. On the spot. Batsman forced to dig it out. No run. Very well fired. Full toss. It's hit to the deep. Will get just a single. Sachin plays it cautiously. The ball goes to point quickly, so they decide not to take a single.
Yes, that was a good call.
That's played to the leg. They go for one. They go for the second.
Last ball of Nirvan's second over. That's nicely pulled. Fielder in the deep gives it the chase, makes the save as well. the over.
88 for 4.
Three and a miss. Umesh bowling another over here.
Umesh flights outside, this time edges. Ball runs away. They get one. They go for the second. And it goes for a boundary.
Yes, Fatur giving it the chase there. Just at the outside edge for another boundary. Arya, 5 of 6. Drives uppishly. Oh, did that carry? Not very sure about it.
No run. That's hit in the air. Is there a fielder there? Yes, it is. And so another wicket falls. So half the side is back in the dugout with less than 100.
Yes, and they're chasing more than 200.
Yes. So the writing on the wall is very clear and as bright as the floodlights.
Yes, 113 of 20 balls, almost a 6 every ball needed now, 96 for 5. Hardik is the new man in. So Sachin and Hardik together. Oh, chance missed. And a chance of run out now. And the wicket keeper fumbles. How often do you see one batsman surviving twice of the same ball?
A ball of misses. And that's Umesh. And this time the batsman misses.
17 overs bowled, 96 for 5.
I think it's struck on the pads, but no run. The score has been stationary. And once again a lovely delivery. This time swept away, and that goes for a boundary. So that brings the 100 for 5 in 17.3 overs. This time, a very, very dangerous shot. Plays and misses. Beaten all ends up. It turned across the face of the bat. Excellent delivery.
Lot of turn indeed there. And that has been nicely played away. He'll come back for two. Good running between the wickets.
So that's the end of the 18th over, 103 for 5. Arjun bowls. Very good delivery, well left. At another good delivery. Cannot take any run. Arjun bowls.
Nicely bowled again. Is really doing a pretty good job.
This has been powerfully hit to long on, gets a single. Two more balls to go from this over.
Hit officially on the full to the fielder. That will be
A run out chance, but safely home.
last ball of the over.
That's beaten all ends up. So the end of the 19th over, 104 for 5. Umesh bowls. The first ball brings no run. Sachin on 14. This time flicks it away. The leg side that is going towards the boundary, but there is a fielder who comes in and throws in. Sachin gets 2. No, just a single. So Hardik to face. Umesh bowls off the back foot, punched. No run.
There's going to be a big, big win here for B Spartans. In excess of 100 runs.
It's hit in the air, is there, and that has gone. and it crosses the boundary.
No, I got it wrong. It won't be in excess of 100 runs now.
Yes. At least. What was that?
So just 2 more balls remain.
Can Umesh bowl 2 dot balls and make it? Restrict them to 109. Hardik faces out the back foot, hit in the air, falls short of the fielder, they go for a single. So now it's 99 from 1 ball. Outstanding performance from B Spartans. A great show with the bat, with the ball, and brilliant fielding too.
Magnificent win this is going to be. That's been swept away. Nicely done.
And it's been stopped inside the boundary. They go for 2 and they complete it. So that's the end of the match, with B Spartans walking away as the champions of the under 14 CBFS juniors match.
So 112 for 5 is what they get. 98, in fact 96 run victory here. This for B Spartans. They'll be very pleased with this win. Big win in the finals. Very comfortable as well. And of course, this is something that is going to go down as a big moment. Make no mistake about it. This has been a fantastic job done by the B Spartan team. Batting card, very sorry looking card there. Rohit, top scorer, 33 of 36, 21 of 24 for Arav. But if you look at it, none of the batsmen scored in excess of a runner ball when they needed to get more than 10 runs and over. That really sums it up. All the bowlers did a fairly good job. Taha and Umesh were pick up the bowlers, picking up 2 wickets apiece. A wicket for Nirvan. Ultimately 112 for 5 is what they finished with. The B Spartan won the toss. They got to 208 for 2, riding on half centuries. And a very quick half centuries from Raizal and Yain. In reply, Little Masters were restricted to 112 for 5. Spartans won the game by 96 runs. We'll dive into a short break. When we come back, we'll have the post-match presentation. Right then, welcome for the post-match presentation of the Sharjah CBFS Juniors Under 14 2022. It was the finals between B Spartans and Little Masters, which of course B Spartans won quite comprehensively, beating Little Masters by 96 runs after posting a humongous total on the board. Congratulations to B Spartans. As we start the presentation ceremony, it's my pleasure to invite the guests who will be doing the honors this evening. We have with us Mr. Khalaf Bukhatir, CEO of Sharjah Cricket. Sir, if you can please come forward. Mr. K.R. Nair, senior journalist and of course now enjoying commentary. And Mr. Iftikhar Ali, match referee. Welcome, gentlemen. The first award that we'd like to give is the Player of the Match award. I'd request Mr. Iftikhar to do the honors. And the award goes to Yain Kiran Rai. Very well played, Yain. It was a fantastic knock, which ensured that they went past 200. Now it's time to give away the award for the best batter of the tournament. Mr. K.R. Nair to do the honors. Khudadad. $175 in the tournament. Rezal taking the award on his behalf. Best bowler of the tournament. The award goes to Shivam Bansal for 8 wickets. Mr. Khalaf Bukhatir to do the honors. Now the big one, the player of the tournament, and the award goes to Arav Hariharan. Once again, Mr. Khalaf Bukhatir will be giving away this award. Now, for the runners-up trophy, can I request the captain of Little Masters to come forward and receive his trophy from Mr. Khalaf Bukhatir? And I request the other guests as well to join in for a nice group photograph there with the trophy. Arav, if you can step forward for a little chat. Must be disappointing, but 200 was too many runs on the board.
Yeah, we actually looked to keep them a little low target. Like 120 would be good. But unfortunately, we dropped a couple of catches, and that just cost us the game.
And when you started, there was definitely a clear change in strategy. You shuffled the batting lineup a bit because you were chasing a big total, but that didn't really work out all that well.
No, we actually looked to try and hit the ball a little harder because it was a huge total. 209 is not an easy total to chase in this ground. So yeah, we just tried to look to hit the ball a little harder.
Personally, a satisfying tournament. Would want to do better going forward as a team, though?
Yeah, I mean, the boys played well. There's always next year. I think we Spartans played really well as well. And we gained a lot of experience from this. And thank you for Sharjah Stadium for giving us this opportunity.
And thank you for the entertainment. Good luck for the next tournaments.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Now it's time for the Champions Trophy. Can I request the captain of B Spartans to come forward and collect the trophy from Mr. Khalaf Bukhatir? Well, Parth receiving the trophy. Now the guests joining in for a group picture. And Parth, before I send you across to celebrate with your team, did you think that 208 is what you're going to end up with?
Definitely not, but when we started playing the pitch, it was very welcoming to the batsmen coming onto the bat very easily. And from the first over on, we knew we could go for a big target.
And of course, when the player of the match, Yain, came out to bat, he took a little bit of time to settle down, but then suddenly he went all guns blazing. I mean, where did you find him?
Yeah, he's just a wonderful player.
Yes, absolutely. And of course, once you have 208 on the board, it becomes a lot easier for the bowlers to come through. What was the plan when you defended the total?
The plan was to restrict the boundaries, keep it simple, keep simple bowling, simple liner length, and not give away too many runs.
Okay, congratulations, and join the team behind the champions board for the celebrations. Well, yesterday, the best batter and the best bowler of the under 12 tournament were not available. They are here today. So I'd request Mr. Iftikhar Ali to give the trophy to the best batter, Fatur Rahman, under 12. Good knock today as well. And the best bowler of the under 12 tournament, Kanu Sajesh, will receive his trophy from Mr. K.R. Nair. Congratulations, and thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining us. Right then, that's all we have from the junior tournament. Of course, we'll be back with all the action from the senior tournament in a bit, and that's it for now. See you soon.
champion challenge பண்றேன் பண்றேன் ready